An overview of the country's geography. Bulgaria. Bulgaria is a country located in southeast Europe, bordered by Romania to the north, Serbia and North Macedonia to the west, Greece and Turkey to the south, and the Black Sea to the east. With a land area of 110,879 square kilometers, Bulgaria is the 16th largest country in Europe. Geography. Bulgaria's landscape is characterized by diverse terrain, including mountainous regions, fertile plains, and the sandy beaches of the Black Sea coast. The country is home to several major rivers, including the Danube and the Maritsa, as well as several large lakes, such as Lake Varna and Lake Burgas. The Balkan Mountains, which run through the center of the country, are the highest mountain range in Bulgaria, with peaks reaching up to 2,925 meters. The country is also home to several national parks, including the Pirin National Park and the Rila National Park. Climate. Bulgaria has a varied climate, with 4 distinct seasons. The summers are hot and dry, with temperatures often reaching 30 degrees Celsius or higher, while the winters can be cold and snowy, particularly in the mountainous regions. The Black Sea coast experiences a milder climate, with temperatures ranging from 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius in the summer and 5 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius in the winter. The country is also prone to occasional severe weather, including thunderstorms, hailstorms, and snowstorms. Natural resources. Bulgaria is rich in natural resources, with significant reserves of coal, oil, and natural gas. The country also has large deposits of copper, lead, zinc, and other minerals. In addition to its mineral wealth, Bulgaria is also home to a variety of plant and animal species, including several endemic species. The country's forests are an important source of timber, and the country is known for its production of rose oil, which is used in perfumes and cosmetics. Flora and fauna. Bulgaria's diverse landscape is home to a wide variety of plant and animal species. The country's forests are home to a number of tree species, including oak, beech, and fir, as well as a variety of wildflowers and other plants. Bulgaria is also home to a number of animal species, including the European bison, the red deer, and the brown bear. The country's rivers and lakes are home to a variety of fish species, including carp, trout, and pike. Culture. Bulgaria has a rich cultural heritage, with a long and complex history that has been shaped by various influences, including the ancient Thracians, the Greeks, and the Ottomans. The country is known for its folk traditions, including music, dance, and costume. Bulgaria is also renowned for its cuisine, which is characterized by a variety of flavorful dishes that often feature meat, cheese, and vegetables. Popular dishes in Bulgaria include banitsa, a savory pastry filled with cheese and spinach, and kavarma, a hearty stew made with meat and vegetables. Religion. Bulgaria is a predominantly Christian country, with the majority of the population adhering to the Eastern Orthodox Church. The country also has significant Muslim and Jewish communities, as well as a growing number of people who identify as atheist or agnostic. Architecture. Bulgaria's architecture is a unique blend of ancient and modern styles, with a variety of buildings and monuments that reflect the country's rich cultural heritage. One of the most famous examples of Bulgarian architecture is the Rila Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that dates back to the 10th century. Other notable examples of Bulgarian architecture include the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, a massive Orthodox church in Sofia, and the ancient Roman ruins in the city of Plov. Economy: Bulgaria has a market-oriented economy, with a focus on industry, agriculture, and services. The country's major industries include food processing, pharmaceuticals, and textiles, while its agricultural sector produces a variety of crops, including wheat, corn, and tobacco. Bulgaria has made significant progress in recent years in terms of economic development. With a growing number of foreign investors attracted to the country's low taxes and business-friendly environment. The country has also taken steps to modernize its infrastructure and improve its business climate. Tourism: Bulgaria is a popular tourist destination, particularly for visitors from other European countries. The country's Black Sea coast is a major draw for tourists, with its sandy beaches, warm waters, and a range of water sports and other recreational activities. In addition to its coastal attractions, Bulgaria is also home to several historic cities, including the capital city of Sofia, as well as the ancient Roman city of Plovdiv, which was named the European Capital of Culture in 2019. Education: Bulgaria has a well-developed education system, with a literacy rate of over 98%. The country has several major universities, including Sofia University and the University of Plovdiv, as well as a number of technical and vocational schools. The government of Bulgaria has made a significant investment in education in recent years, with a focus on improving access to education for all citizens, as well as promoting innovation and research. Sports: Bulgaria has a rich tradition in sports, particularly in football, soccer, wrestling, and weightlifting. The country has produced several world-class athletes, including footballer Christo Stoichkov, wrestler Arman Nazarian, and weightlifter Naim Suleimanoglu. In addition to these traditional sports, Bulgaria has also made a name for itself in a variety of other sports, including gymnastics, tennis, and boxing. Language: The official language of Bulgaria is Bulgarian, a Slavic language that is closely related to Serbian, Croatian, and other languages of the region. English is also widely spoken throughout the country, particularly in major cities and tourist areas. Other languages spoken in Bulgaria include Turkish, which is spoken by a significant minority of the population, as well as Roma, Armenian, and other minority languages. Politics: Bulgaria is a parliamentary democracy with a multi-party system. The President of Bulgaria serves as the head of state, while the Prime Minister is the head of government. The Bulgarian parliament is known as the National Assembly and is made up of 240 members. Bulgaria has been a member of the European Union since 2007 and is also a member of NATO. The country has been working to improve its political and economic ties with its neighbors in the Balkan region. Transportation: Bulgaria has a well-developed transportation network, with a variety of options available for getting around the country. The country has a large network of roads, with several major highways connecting major cities and towns. In addition to its road network, Bulgaria also has several airports, including the Sofia Airport and the Varna Airport, which offer regular international and domestic flights. The country also has a well-developed railway system, with several high-speed train lines connecting major cities. Technology: Bulgaria has a growing technology sector, with a focus on software development and its services. The country is home to several major tech companies, including Telerik and Chaos Group, as well as a number of smaller startups and incubators. Bulgaria has also made significant investments in its broadband infrastructure, with a goal of providing high-speed internet access to all citizens. The country's commitment to innovation and technology has made it an attractive destination for foreign investors and entrepreneurs. Cuisine. Bulgarian cuisine is known for its hearty and flavorful dishes, with a focus on fresh ingredients and traditional techniques.
Explore the country's geography. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is a landlocked country located in West Africa. It has a total area of approximately 274,200 square kilometers, making it the 74th largest country in the world. Burkina Faso is bordered by 6 countries: Mali to the north, Niger to the east, Benin to the southeast, Togo and Ghana to the south, and Côte d'Ivoire to the southwest. The country has a tropical savanna climate, with 2 distinct seasons, a rainy season from May to October, and a dry season from November to April. During the rainy season, the country receives an average of 600 to 900 millimeters of rainfall, while the dry season is characterized by hot temperatures and dusty winds. Burkina Faso is rich in natural resources, including gold, manganese, and limestone. Agriculture is the primary source of income for the majority of the population, with crops such as cotton, sorghum, and millet being the most important. Livestock rearing is also an important source of income, with cattle, sheep, and goats being raised in the country. The vegetation in Burkina Faso is predominantly savanna, with scattered trees and shrubs. The country has several national parks and wildlife reserves, including Arli National Park and W National Park, which are home to a variety of wildlife, including elephants, lions, and antelopes. Burkina Faso has a diverse cultural heritage, with more than 60 ethnic groups living in the country. The Mossi people are the largest ethnic group, making up approximately 50% of the population. The country is also known for its traditional music and dance, including the balafon, a xylophone-like instrument, and the sabar, a drum used in traditional dance performances. In recent years, Burkina Faso has faced several challenges, including poverty, political instability, and terrorism. Despite these challenges, the country remains resilient and committed to building a brighter future for its citizens. In terms of infrastructure, Burkina Faso has a network of roads and railways connecting major cities and towns. The country has several airports, including the Ouagadougou Airport and the Bobo Dioulasso Airport, which offer regular domestic and international flights. Economy. Burkina Faso is one of the poorest countries in the world, with the majority of the population living below the poverty line. The country's economy is largely based on agriculture, with cotton being the main cash crop. Burkina Faso is also a major producer of gold, with mining being an important source of income. In recent years, Burkina Faso has made efforts to diversify its economy, with a focus on promoting small and medium-sized enterprises, as well as improving infrastructure and access to finance. The government has also made efforts to attract foreign investment, particularly in the mining and agricultural sectors. Tourism. Burkina Faso has a growing tourism industry, with a variety of attractions for visitors. The country is known for its vibrant cultural heritage, with several traditional festivals and dance performances throughout the year. Burkina Faso is also home to several national parks and wildlife reserves, including the Nazinga Game Ranch and the Mero hippopotamus. which offer opportunities to see elephants, lions, and other wildlife. The country's capital, Ouagadougou, is also a popular destination for visitors, with several museums and cultural attractions. Language. The official language of Burkina Faso is French, a legacy of the country's colonial past. However, more than 60 indigenous languages are also spoken in the country, including Mossi, Dioula, and Fula. Education. Burkina Faso has a relatively low literacy rate, particularly among women and rural populations. The country has made efforts to improve access to education, particularly at the primary level, with a goal of achieving universal primary education by 2030. The government has also made efforts to improve the quality of education, with a focus on teacher training and curriculum development. However, the country still faces challenges in providing adequate resources and facilities for all students. Healthcare. Burkina Faso has a limited healthcare system, with a shortage of doctors and medical facilities. The country faces challenges in providing access to healthcare for all citizens, particularly those in rural areas. The government has made efforts to improve access to healthcare, with a focus on expanding the availability of essential medicines and increasing the number of healthcare workers. The country also participates in several international healthcare initiatives, including campaigns to combat HIV/AIDS and malaria. Religion. Burkina Faso is a predominantly Muslim country, with approximately 60% of the population identifying as Muslim. The country also has significant Christian and traditional animist communities, as well as a small Jewish population. Conclusion. In conclusion, Burkina Faso is a country with a vibrant cultural heritage, abundant natural resources, and a growing tourism industry. The country faces significant challenges, including poverty, political instability, and limited access to education and healthcare. However, Burkina Faso remains resilient and committed to building a brighter future for its citizens. With its diverse wildlife, traditional festivals, and warm hospitality, Burkina Faso is a country well worth exploring. Infrastructure. Burkina Faso has a limited infrastructure, particularly in rural areas. The country has a network of roads connecting major cities and towns, but many roads are unpaved and in poor condition. The country also has a limited rail network, with a single line connecting Ouagadougou and the port city of Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire. In recent years, the government has made efforts to improve infrastructure, with a focus on expanding access to electricity and improving water and sanitation services. The country has also embarked on several major infrastructure projects, including the construction of a new international airport in Ouagadougou. Politics. Burkina Faso is a presidential republic, with a president who serves as both head of state and head of government. The country has a multi-party system, with several political parties represented in the National Assembly. Burkina Faso has faced significant political instability in recent years, including a popular uprising in 2014 that forced the resignation of President Blaise Compaoré, who had been in power for 27 years. The country has also faced increasing violence from terrorist groups, particularly in the northern and eastern regions of the country. Culture. Burkina Faso has a rich cultural heritage, with a long history of traditional music, dance, and storytelling. The country is known for its vibrant festivals, including the Fespaco Film Festival, which is held every 2 years in Ouagadougou. Burkina Faso is also home to several historic sites, including the ruins of the ancient city of Lorapini, which date back to the 11th century. The country's museums and cultural centers showcase traditional art and craftwork, as well as contemporary works by local artists. Food. Burkina Faso has a rich culinary tradition, with a variety of dishes based on locally grown ingredients. The country's national dish is riz gras, a rice dish made with meat, vegetables, and spices. Other popular dishes include a dough made from millet or sorghum, and served with a stew or sauce, and fufu, a starchy dough made from cassava or plantains. An overview of the country's geography. Burundi. Geography. Burundi is a landlocked country located in East Africa. Bordered by Rwanda to the north, Tanzania to the east and south, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the west. The country has a total area of 27,834 square kilometers, making it one of the smallest countries in Africa. The landscape of Burundi is characterized by highlands and plateaus, with the highest point being Mount Hia at 2,685 meters. The country also has several large lakes, including Lake Tanganyika, which is shared with neighboring countries. Climate. Burundi has a tropical climate, with temperatures remaining relatively stable throughout the year. The country has 2 rainy seasons, from February to May and from September to November, with the rest of the year being dry. The Central Plateau is cooler than the lower-lying areas, with temperatures averaging around 20 degrees Celsius. Natural resources. Burundi has significant deposits of nickel, uranium, and other minerals, although the country's mining industry is still underdeveloped. The country is also known for its agricultural exports, particularly coffee and tea. The country has several national parks and wildlife reserves, including the Kibera National Park and the Rushdi National Park. These parks are home to a variety of wildlife, including elephants, gorillas, and hippos. Flora and fauna. Burundi is known for its rich biodiversity, with a variety of plant and animal species found throughout the country. The country's forests are home to a variety of tree species, including eucalyptus, mahogany, and teak. Burundi is also home to a variety of animal species, including elephants, gorillas, and hippos. The country's national parks and wildlife reserves provide opportunities for visitors to see these and other wildlife species up close. Culture. Burundi has a rich cultural heritage, with several traditional festivals and ceremonies throughout the year. The country is known for its traditional drumming, dance, and storytelling, with several cultural centers and museums showcasing these traditions. Burundi is also home to several historic sites, including the Gitega Royal Palace and the Carrera Falls, which are popular tourist attractions. The country's cuisine is based on locally grown ingredients, with dishes such as brochettes, grilled meat skewers, and isam, a dish made with cassava leaves and beans. Language. The official languages of Burundi are Kirundi and French, with Swahili also widely spoken. Kirundi is a Bantu language spoken by the majority of the population, while French is used in government, education, and business. Education. Burundi has a relatively low literacy rate, particularly among women and rural populations. The country has made efforts to improve access to education, particularly at the primary level, with a goal of achieving universal primary education by 2025. The government has also made efforts to improve the quality of education, with a focus on teacher training and curriculum development. However, the country still faces challenges in providing adequate resources and facilities for all students. Healthcare. Burundi has a limited healthcare system, with a shortage of doctors and medical facilities. The country faces challenges in providing access to healthcare for all citizens, particularly those in rural areas. The government has made efforts to improve access to healthcare, with a focus on expanding the availability of essential medicines and increasing the number of healthcare workers. The country also participates in several international healthcare initiatives, including campaigns to combat HIV/AIDS and malaria. Politics. Burundi is a presidential republic, with a president who serves as both head of state and head of government. The country has a multi-party system, with several political parties represented in the National Assembly. Burundi has faced significant political instability in recent years, including a controversial referendum in 2018 that amended the country constitution to allow the president to serve for up to 2 additional terms. The country has also faced violence and unrest, including a civil war that lasted from 1993 to 2005. Human rights. Burundi has faced significant human rights challenges, including restrictions on freedom of expression and assembly, extrajudicial killings, and torture. The country has also faced increasing violence from armed groups and government security forces, leading to displacement and human rights abuses. The government has made efforts to address these issues, with a focus on improving security and promoting human rights. However, the country still faces significant challenges in promoting respect for human rights and addressing the root causes of violence and conflict. Economy. Burundi is one of the poorest countries in the world, with a largely agrarian economy and limited industrial development. The country's main exports are coffee and tea, which account for the majority of its foreign exchange earnings. Burundi has made efforts to attract foreign investment and diversify its economy, with a focus on expanding its mining and tourism industries. The government has also made efforts to improve infrastructure and expand access to financial services, with the goal of promoting economic growth and reducing poverty. Conclusion. In conclusion, Burundi is a country with a rich cultural heritage and significant challenges, including political instability, human rights abuses, and poverty. The country's natural resources, including its mineral deposits and agricultural exports, offer opportunities for economic development, while its wildlife and cultural attractions make it a potential destination for tourism. Despite these opportunities, Burundi still faces significant challenges in promoting peace and stability, improving access to education and healthcare, and promoting economic growth and development. The government and international partners must work together to address these challenges and build a brighter future for the people of Burundi. Media and communication. Burundi's media landscape is heavily controlled by the government, with limited space for independent journalism. The government has been known to restrict internet access and shut down media outlets that are critical of its policies. However, there are still some independent media outlets that operate in Burundi, including private radio stations and online news websites. These outlets provide a platform for critical voices and promote free speech in the country. Transportation. Burundi has limited transportation infrastructure, with most people relying on buses or motorcycles to get around. The country has several international airports, including the Bujumbura International Airport, which offers regular domestic and international flights. The country's road network is relatively underdeveloped, with many roads in poor condition. However, the government has made efforts to improve the country's transportation infrastructure, including the construction of new roads and bridges. Gender and women's rights. Burundi has made progress in advancing women's rights, with women holding significant positions in government and other leadership roles. The country has also made efforts to improve access to education and healthcare for women and girls. However, women still face significant challenges in Burundi, including discrimination, gender-based violence, and limited access to economic opportunities. The country has made efforts to address these issues, with a focus on promoting women's empowerment and gender equality.
Introduction to the geographical overview of the country Cape Verde. Cape Verde, officially known as the Republic of Cape Verde, is an island nation located in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of West Africa. The country consists of 10 volcanic islands and several islets, with a total land area of approximately 4,033 square kilometers. Cape Verde's population is estimated at around 550,000 people, with the majority of the population living on the island of Santiago. Geography. Cape Verde is situated about 570 kilometers off the coast of West Africa, and is known for its rugged terrain and stunning beaches. The country's 10 volcanic islands are divided into two groups, the Barlavento Islands in the north and the Sotavento Islands in the south. The islands are characterized by their volcanic origins, with dramatic peaks and valleys, and are surrounded by clear blue waters. The islands are also known for their sandy beaches, particularly those on the islands of Boa Vista and Sal. Climate. Cape Verde has a tropical climate with a dry and a wet season. The dry season, which runs from November to June, is characterized by clear skies and warm temperatures. The wet season, which runs from July to October, is characterized by occasional rain and high humidity. Cape Verde is also subject to strong winds, particularly during the dry season, which can lead to desertification and erosion. The country is also at risk of hurricanes, which can occur between July and October. Natural resources. Cape Verde has limited natural resources, with most of the country's economy based on tourism and services. The country's volcanic origins have led to the formation of mineral deposits, including salt, limestone, and pozzolana, which are used in construction. The country also has significant renewable energy potential, particularly in wind and solar power, which is being developed to reduce the country's reliance on imported fossil fuels. Flora and fauna. Cape Verde is home to several endemic plant and animal species, including several species of birds and reptiles that are found nowhere else in the world. The country's national bird, the Cape Verdean warbler, is endemic to the islands, as is the Cape Verde giant gecko. The islands are also home to several species of sea turtles, including the critically endangered hawksbill turtle, which nests on several of the country's beaches. Culture. Cape Verde has a rich cultural heritage, with a blend of African, European, and Latin American influences. The country's music, particularly the genre known as morna, is known for its haunting melodies and emotional lyrics, and has been popularized by Cape Verdean artists such as Cesaria Evora. Cape Verdean cuisine is based on seafood and locally grown ingredients, including maize, beans, and sweet potatoes. The country's national dish is cachupa, a stew made with corn, beans, and fish or meat. Language. The official language of Cape Verde is Portuguese, which is spoken by the majority of the population. Cape Verdean Creole, a blend of Portuguese and African languages, is also widely spoken and is considered the country's national language. Education. Cape Verde has made significant progress in improving access to education, particularly at the primary level. The country has achieved near universal enrollment in primary school, and has made progress in expanding access to secondary and tertiary education. Healthcare. Cape Verde has made significant progress in improving access to healthcare, with a focus on expanding access to essential medicines and improving maternal and child health. The country has also made progress in addressing HIV/AIDS, with a comprehensive program to prevent and treat the disease. Tourism. Cape Verde has a growing tourism industry, with visitors drawn to the country's stunning beaches, clear waters, and rich cultural heritage. The country is known for its relaxed atmosphere and friendly people, making it a popular destination for travelers seeking a laid-back island getaway. The country's most popular tourist destinations include the islands of Sal and Boa Vista, which offer a range of water sports and beach activities. The islands of Santiago and São Vicente are also popular, offering historic sites and cultural attractions. Sports. Football, soccer, is the most popular sport in Cape Verde, with several clubs competing in national and international competitions. The country has also had success in athletics, particularly in the long-distance running events. Basketball is also a popular sport in Cape Verde, with several clubs competing in national and international competitions. Religion. Cape Verde is predominantly Catholic, with the Roman Catholic Church being the largest denomination. Protestantism is also practiced, along with smaller numbers of Muslims and followers of traditional religions. Conclusion. In conclusion, Cape Verde is a small island nation with a rich cultural heritage and stunning natural beauty. The country has made significant progress in improving access to education and healthcare, and has a growing tourism industry that offers opportunities for economic development. While the country faces challenges related to its limited natural resources and vulnerability to climate change, Cape Verde's people are resilient and committed to building a brighter future for themselves and future generations. With continued investment in education, healthcare, and sustainable development, Cape Verde has the potential to become a model of sustainable island development and a leading destination for travelers seeking a unique island experience. Geography. Central African Republic is a landlocked country located in Central Africa, bordered by Chad to the north, Sudan to the northeast, South Sudan to the east, the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the south and Cameroon to the west. The country has a total land area of approximately 622,984 square kilometers. The terrain of the country is mostly comprised of a vast plateau, which rises to an average height of 500 meters. The plateau is intersected by the Ubangi and Sheri river systems, which are the two major rivers in the country. The northern part of the country is dominated by the Sahel savanna, while the southern region is covered by tropical rainforests. Climate. The climate in Central African Republic is generally tropical, with a dry season from November to March and a wet season from April to October. The northern part of the country has a more arid climate, with the south being more humid. The country is prone to droughts and floods, which can have a significant impact on agricultural production and the economy as a whole. In recent years, the country has also experienced more extreme weather events, such as cyclones and heat waves. Natural resources. Central African Republic is rich in natural resources, including timber, diamonds, gold, oil and uranium. However, much of the country's mineral wealth has been exploited illegally, leading to conflicts over control of the resources and contributing to instability in the country. Agriculture is the mainstay of the economy, with the majority of the population engaged in subsistence farming. The country's main crops include cassava, millet, maize, sorghum, rice and peanuts. Flora and fauna. Central African Republic is home to a rich diversity of plant and animal species, including several endangered and endemic species. The country's national parks and reserves are home to a variety of wildlife, including elephants, lions, cheetahs, gorillas, chimpanzees and a variety of bird species.
An overview of Cambodia's geography. Geography. Cambodia is a country located in Southeast Asia, bordered by Thailand to the northwest, Laos to the northeast, Vietnam to the east, and the Gulf of Thailand to the southwest. The country has a total land area of approximately 181,035 square kilometers. The terrain of Cambodia is mostly comprised of a flat central plain, surrounded by mountain ranges in the north and southwest. The Mekong River is the dominant feature of the country, running through the central and eastern regions. Climate. The climate in Cambodia is tropical, with a rainy season from May to October and a dry season from November to April. The country is prone to floods and droughts, which can have a significant impact on agriculture and the economy as a whole. Natural resources. Cambodia is rich in natural resources, including timber, gemstones, oil and gas, and mineral resources such as iron, copper, and gold. The country's main agricultural products include rice, rubber, cassava, and maize. However, Cambodia's natural resources have been subject to exploitation and illegal trade, contributing to deforestation, environmental degradation, and political corruption. Flora and fauna. Cambodia is home to a rich diversity of plant and animal species, including several endangered and endemic species. The country's national parks and reserves are home to a variety of wildlife, including elephants, tigers, leopards, and several species of primates and bird species. Culture. Cambodia has a rich cultural heritage, with several ancient temples and architectural wonders, including the famous Angkor Wat Temple complex. The country's traditional arts and crafts, such as silk weaving and silver crafting, are also an important part of its cultural heritage. Music and dance are also an important part of Cambodia's cultural identity, with traditional instruments such as the xylophone and drums being used in traditional music. Sports. Football, soccer, is the most popular sport in Cambodia, with several clubs competing in national and international competitions. The country has also had some success in other sports, such as boxing and taekwondo. Religion. Cambodia is predominantly Buddhist, with Theravada Buddhism being the most widely practiced religion. Other religions, such as Islam and Christianity, are also practiced, but to a lesser extent. Conclusion. In conclusion, Cambodia is a country with a rich cultural heritage and natural resources. but also faces significant challenges related to poverty, corruption, and environmental degradation. Efforts to promote sustainable development, protect natural resources, and reduce poverty are critical to the country's long-term development. Investment in education, healthcare, and infrastructure are also key areas of focus. Despite the challenges, Cambodia's people are resilient and committed to building a brighter future, with efforts focused on promoting peace, stability, and sustainable development. With continued investment in these areas, Cambodia has the potential to become a model for sustainable development in Southeast Asia and a leading destination for cultural and ecotourism. Geography. Cambodia is located in the southern part of the Indochinese Peninsula in Southeast Asia. The country is bordered by Thailand to the northwest, Laos to the northeast, Vietnam to the east, and the Gulf of Thailand to the southwest. Cambodia has a total land area of approximately 181,035 square kilometers. The terrain of Cambodia is mostly flat, with some mountain ranges in the north and southwest. The Mekong River is the largest river in the country, flowing through the central and eastern regions. Climate. Cambodia has a tropical climate, with a rainy season from May to October and a dry season from November to April. The country is prone to floods and droughts, particularly in the low-lying areas, which can have a significant impact on agriculture and the economy. Natural resources. Cambodia is rich in natural resources, including timber, gemstones, oil and gas, and mineral resources such as iron, copper, and gold. The country's main agricultural products include rice, rubber, cassava, and maize. However, Cambodia's natural resources have been subject to exploitation and illegal trade, contributing to deforestation, environmental degradation, and political corruption. Flora and fauna. Cambodia is home to a rich diversity of plant and animal species, including several endangered and endemic species. The country's national parks and reserves are home to a variety of wildlife, including elephants, tigers, leopards, and several species of primates and bird species. Culture. Cambodia has a rich cultural heritage, with several ancient temples and architectural wonders, including the famous Angkor Wat Temple complex. The country's traditional arts and crafts, such as silk weaving and silver crafting, are also an important part of its cultural heritage. Music and dance are also an important part of Cambodia's cultural identity, with traditional instruments such as the xylophone and drums being used in traditional music. The country is also known for its traditional Khmer martial art called Bakator. Sports. Football, soccer, is the most popular sport in Cambodia, with several clubs competing in national and international competitions. The country has also had some success in other sports, such as boxing and taekwondo. Religion. Cambodia is predominantly Buddhist, with Theravada Buddhism being the most widely practiced religion. Other religions, such as Islam and Christianity, are also practiced, but to a lesser extent. Conclusion. In conclusion, Cambodia is a country with a rich cultural heritage and natural resources, but also faces significant challenges related to poverty, corruption, and environmental degradation. Efforts to promote sustainable development, protect natural resources, and reduce poverty are critical to the country's long-term development. Investment in education, healthcare, and infrastructure are also key areas of focus. Despite the challenges, Cambodia's people are resilient and committed to building a brighter future, with efforts focused on promoting peace, stability, and sustainable development. With continued investment in these areas, Cambodia has the potential to become a model for sustainable development in Southeast Asia and a leading destination for cultural and ecotourism. Geography. Cambodia is located in Southeast Asia, bordered by Thailand to the northwest, Laos to the northeast, Vietnam to the east, and the Gulf of Thailand to the southwest. The country has a total land area of approximately 181,035 square kilometers, with the capital city of Phnom Penh located in the south-central region. The landscape of Cambodia is mostly flat, with some mountain ranges in the north and southwest. The Mekong River is the largest river in the country, running through the central and eastern regions. Climate. Cambodia has a tropical climate, with a rainy season from May to October and a dry season from November to April. The country is prone to natural disasters, including floods and droughts, which can have a significant impact on agriculture and the economy. Natural resources. Cambodia is rich in natural resources, including timber, gemstones, oil and gas, and mineral resources such as iron, copper, and gold. The country's main agricultural products include rice, rubber, cassava, and maize. However, Cambodia's natural resources have been subject to exploitation and illegal trade, contributing to deforestation, environmental degradation, and political corruption.
Introduction to the geographical overview of the country Cameroon. Cameroon is a country located in Central and West Africa. Bordered by Nigeria to the west, Chad to the northeast, the Central African Republic to the east, Gabon and Republic of the Congo to the south, and Equatorial Guinea to the southwest. With a total area of 475,442 square kilometers, Cameroon is the 54th largest country in the world. Cameroon has a diverse geography with a coastline along the Atlantic Ocean, mountains, savannas, rainforests, and plateaus. Mount Cameroon, located in the southwestern part of the country, is the highest peak in West Africa and stands at 4,095 meters. The country is divided into 10 regions, each with its own distinct climate, topography, and cultural characteristics. The climate in Cameroon is tropical, with a rainy season from March to October and a dry season from November to February. The northern regions of the country have a semi-arid climate, while the southern regions have a humid equatorial climate. Cameroon's location on the equator means that temperatures are generally high, with an average temperature of 25 to 30 degrees Celsius throughout the year. Cameroon is rich in natural resources, including oil, timber, gold, bauxite, iron ore, diamonds, and agricultural products such as cocoa, coffee, and rubber. The country's economy is heavily reliant on its natural resources, and its main industries include petroleum production and refining, logging, and food processing. Cameroon is also home to a diverse range of flora and fauna. The country's rainforests are home to a wide variety of plant and animal species, including gorillas, chimpanzees, forest elephants, and various species of monkeys. Cameroon's national parks and wildlife reserves, such as the Waza National Park and the Jafano Reserve, are important conservation areas that protect these species and their habitats. In terms of agriculture, Cameroon is known for its production of cocoa, coffee, and cotton. The country is also a major producer of bananas, palm oil, and rubber. Agriculture is an important sector of the economy, employing over 70% of the population. Overall, Cameroon's diverse geography, rich natural resources, and unique flora and fauna make it a fascinating country to explore and study. Its location in Central Africa and its diverse cultural heritage also make it an important country in the region. Cameroon is a country located in Central Africa, with an area of approximately 475,000 square kilometers. It is bordered by Nigeria to the west, Chad to the northeast, the Central African Republic to the east, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, and the Republic of the Congo to the south, and the Gulf of Guinea to the southwest. Cameroon has a varied climate, ranging from tropical rainforest in the south to semi-arid in the north. The country has two main seasons, a wet season from May to October and a dry season from November to April. The coastal region experiences a humid, equatorial climate with high temperatures and rainfall, while the northern regions are drier with more distinct wet and dry seasons. Cameroon is home to a rich variety of natural resources, including oil, gas, diamonds, iron ore, timber, and wildlife. The country is also known for its agriculture, with major crops including cocoa, coffee, bananas, and cotton. Cameroon is one of the largest cocoa producers in the world. The vegetation of Cameroon is diverse and includes rainforest, savanna, and grassland. The southern part of the country is covered in dense rainforest, which is home to a vast array of plant and animal species. The savanna and grasslands of the northern regions are home to grazing animals such as antelopes, gazelles, and zebras. Cameroon is home to a wide range of wildlife, including elephants, gorillas, chimpanzees, lions, leopards, and giraffes. The country has several national parks and reserves, including the Waza National Park, which is home to a diverse range of wildlife and is a popular destination for tourists. In addition to its natural resources, Cameroon is a culturally diverse country with over 250 ethnic groups. The official languages are French and English, although many other languages are spoken throughout the country. The country's music, dance, and art reflect this diversity, with traditional instruments such as the balafon, ngoni, and djembe used in performances. In conclusion, Cameroon is a country with a rich diversity of natural resources, climate, vegetation, and wildlife. Its cultural diversity adds to the uniqueness of the country, making it a fascinating destination for tourists and a valuable contributor to the global community. Cameroon is a diverse country in West and Central Africa with a rich culture, unique geography, and abundant natural resources. The country spans an area of approximately 475,442 square kilometers and is bordered by Nigeria to the west, Chad to the northeast, the Central African Republic to the east, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, and the Republic of the Congo to the south, and the Bight of Biafra, Atlantic Ocean, to the southwest. The geography of Cameroon is characterized by a varied landscape that includes a narrow coastal plain along the Bight of Biafra, a hilly western region, a central plateau, and an eastern region that includes the Adamoa Plateau and the highlands of the Cameroon Mountains. Mount Cameroon, the highest peak in Central and West Africa, is located in the southwestern part of the country. Cameroon's climate is tropical, with high temperatures and humidity throughout the year. There are two main seasons, a rainy season from March to October and a dry season from November to February. The northern regions of the country are drier than the southern regions. Cameroon is known for its rich natural resources, including oil, timber, minerals, and agricultural products such as cocoa, coffee, cotton, and bananas. The country is also home to a wide range of plant and animal species, including some that are unique to the region. The vegetation of Cameroon is diverse and includes mangroves along the coast, rainforests in the south and central regions, and savannas and grasslands in the north. Cameroon's wildlife is equally diverse and includes elephants, gorillas, chimpanzees, lions, leopards, antelopes, and a variety of bird species. The country is home to several national parks and reserves, including the Waza National Park. Cameroon is known for its rich natural resources, including oil, timber, minerals, and agricultural products such as cocoa, coffee, cotton, and bananas. There are two main seasons, a rainy season from March to October and a dry season from November to February. Which is known for its large population of elephants, and the Jafano Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is home to some of the most diverse plant and animal species in Africa. Which is known for its large population of elephants, and the Jafano Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is home to some of the most diverse plant and animal species in Africa. Cameroon is home to a rich variety of natural resources, including oil, gas, diamonds, iron ore, timber, and wildlife. The country is also known for its agriculture, with major crops including cocoa, coffee, bananas, and cotton. Cameroon is one of the largest cocoa producers in the world. Cameroon is a diverse country with a range of landscapes and climates.